is that as we are celebrating the legacies of Mandela, we are bemoaning the lack of leadership in our country. We are bemoaning the lack of vision that Mandela represents, the lack of dedication that he represents, the lack of fighting resoluteness, the passion for the love of his country, the love for the freedom of the people. That is the difference. The paradox is, Mandela was fighting to rescue his country from alien power. We are fighting to rescue ourselves from our own brothers and sisters, whom we have purportedly given power to, and they are using it against us.
Who are those people?
You know who they are.
No, I don't, sir.
You don't know who they are. You don't know who you elect. Whom you people come together and elect. Our government has been celebrated in the world as one of the worst in terms of economic performance, in terms of security factors. In every sphere of our governance system has failed.
So what can we do
Today, if I open my app, $1 is about 1,200 naira. And sometime in my lifetime, it was about 1970, $1 was $1, 1 naira. So such a country has failed. And everything is decimated. The dollar is the standard of the world trade. How much do you buy fuel today? Nigerians are suffering. I buy fuel at a lesser cost in the US than you buy it in an oil-producing nation. What is wrong with us? Something has to reverse. Otherwise, all of us will go into oblivion in this country.
So what needs to be done now?
What needs to be done is that Nigeria keeps suffering and suffering and suffering and going until people are committing suicide when they cannot manage their life. But that is not the solution to the problem. The solution to the problem is Nigerians to understand the value of freedom. God created human beings in freedom, but those freedom, before you acquire it and establish it, you have to contend with it. You have to fight to acquire it. Freedom is not a frivolous gift that falls down from heaven. It's not a magical one that you can cultivate anywhere. Freedom has a price to be paid. And that price is resolute, dynamic, and vigilant men and women, who stake themselves to rescue society on behalf of others. I live in a nation today where people went to war for the independence of that country. Men and women gave their lives to defend that country, and many died. The freedom I enjoy in the United States today was paid by those valiant men and women who knew the value of freedom and who stayed in the gap. That if I die, I die to save my nation, to save the generation of my children. That is how freedom is. Freedom. You can't have freedom if you don't love freedom. You can't get freedom. Freedom cannot be imposed on you. A few years ago, America was sponsoring Afghanistan people. They were paying for them to fight for freedom. They did everything. They give them food, they give them housing, they give them all the ammunition they love, giving them money, so that they can fight for their freedom. But the people themselves don't know what freedom is all about. As America stepped out of the door of that nation, the whole nation came into maximum terrorism. This nation must appreciate the value of freedom. This nation must understand that freedom is not about Tinubu, it's not about Atiku. Freedom is about you, your existence, your survival, the survival of your children. Freedom about you, about the pursuit of your business. Freedom is about you, about your generation, about having fulfillment where you live, about the felicity of everything you do. That is what is freedom. It is not something you want somebody to do for you. No leader can be able to give people freedom. Freedom has always been contended, it has always been fought for. So the citizens must know the value of freedom. They must culture freedom. They must understand freedom. They must harness freedom to be able to integrate it in their life so that they can.
Are you in any way suggesting a revolution or is cool?
Let me tell you, a revolution means revolving back. That is a moral base for ethical revolution. And that is actually what we need. An ethical base for a moral revolution. Not a revolution that violently destroys what you have and you don't know where to go. No. It's a constructive revolution that knows where we'll begin and is working constructively, constitutionally, legally, socially, politically, to take you back from where you have left. That is what is a healthy revolution. That is what we're working about. The purpose of NTA is to activate an ethical revolution, A revolution that will bring a restoration and pleasantness and health to all Nigerians. Political health, restore human dignity, restore the rule of law, establish constitutionalism, and elevate the sovereign will of the people about our personal interests. That's the kind of revolution we're talking about.
Right.
But, yes.
Thank you so much.
Your name once again, sir.
Pastor Emmanuel Ihim. Pastor Emmanuel Ihim Esq. Yes.